she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down. And shooter for shooter. 3 for 3, but look out, Aaliyah Boston penetrating. Thornton with a 3 on the way. And the first triple-double for a rookie. Caitlyn Clark has it.
The records follow Caitlyn Clark like shadows on a sunny day, and this night last season was no exception. She etched her name in the history books yet again, becoming the first rookie to notch a triple-double. It wasn't just another stat line, it was a statement, a performance that truly showcased her all-around brilliance on the court. And trust me, it was special. Let's dive into it. First play of the game, and Caitlyn Clark was setting the tone early.
And she'll take the first three-pointer.
The New York Liberty had been warned about her game, but it didn't seem to matter. Just moments after snagging a defensive rebound, she was off to the races.
Last year. Here's Caitlyn Clark driving. She's got the first 5 points.
And to complete this little trifecta, Caitlyn dished out a perfect assist to Boston, capping off a 7-0 run for the Fever.
Aaliyah Boston makes it 7-0.
And the first quarter had so much more to offer, first draining another 3, then whipping a pass so quick the camera barely caught it in time.
3 for 3, but look out, Aaliyah Boston, don't blink.
To cap it off, she hit yet another one from deep, leaving everyone in awe.
Caitlyn Clark pulls it back, knocks it down.
Anyone watching could tell Caitlyn was taking over. But the thought of her breaking a record, that wasn't even on the radar yet. And the hardest part of getting triple-doubles on this team, the assists. It's always a gamble when you're relying on someone else to finish the play. But in the second quarter, her teammates stepped up big time.
Clark looking to challenge Stewart, maybe not. That long wingspan turning her away, but
It was like a domino effect. Caitlyn was dishing it out to everyone, and one by one, her teammates delivered.
first lead for the Liberty that didn't last long.
Every pass was crisp, every setup intentional, and they all put in the work to finish the plays. In just a few minutes, she racked up 3 assists in a row, keeping the Fever's momentum alive. But as the scoreline showed, the Fever couldn't hold on to the lead. They found themselves back at square one, standing pretty much even. And by the fourth quarter, they were down by 11. A big part of that, some of Caitlyn's setups just weren't being converted.
Ionescu sort of numbers. Her first half has been quiet.
A smoked layup here, a missed jumper there, it all added up. The Fever had gone cold, and now it was up to Caitlyn to ignite the comeback.
The runner falls off the glass.
But as far as the record was concerned, around the 8th minute of the fourth, Caitlyn found herself just 1 rebound shy. The anticipation in the arena was palpable, and when she finally secured that crucial board, the crowd erupted.
And the first triple-double for a rookie. Caitlyn Clark has it.
This gave her the extra energy she needed to turn up the heat. First, she dished out another dime.
Clark trying to wheel and deal. Dantas.
Then, she took matters into her own hands.
Second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today.
Just like that, she made it a 4-point game with 3 minutes left on the clock, and the Fever were right back in it.
Not an easy shot. I mean, she's fading away. And
This seemed to ignite her teammates as well. First, she found Kelsey Mitchell on the wing,
11th rebound feeding Mitchell for 3.
who drained a clutch 3-pointer, cutting the deficit even further. Then, in the final moments, Caitlyn set up Lexi Hull with a perfectly timed pass, leading to a smooth layup.
Oh, penetrating the reverse falls.
The Fever were alive, and the momentum had completely shifted in their favor. This wrapped up a historic night for Caitlyn Clark, silencing the doubters once again and delivering a performance that will be remembered for years to come. From her dazzling assists to her clutch scoring, Caitlyn showed why she's a generational talent. It wasn't just a game, it was a statement. If you want to support the channel, you can now buy me a coffee. Every bit helps me create better videos and keep bringing you content like this. Your support is always appreciated. Caitlyn Clark shut her haters up once again.
She's Rookie of the Month, Player of the Month, back-to-back Player of the Week.
She's collecting awards like kids collect candy on Halloween. But is it all enough to clinch a WNBA playoff spot? Tonight, Caitlyn proved why she should be MVP, dropping her 103 of the season, fastest in WNBA history, and, just for good measure, pulling off her second career triple-double, sending the crowd into a frenzy.
It's up, it won't go, Clark pulls it down, and this building knows what that means.
She started the game the way she always does, coming in hot. Right out the gate, Caitlyn put her defender on skates, pulled up for a three, and bricked it. But the Sparks had their priorities straight. Don't let Caitlyn get in her bag. They blitzed her on the screen, sending the double like she was the one holding the lottery ticket.
Dallas too, and that's an over and back on Indiana.
After 2 minutes of ugly basketball, Caitlyn finally broke the seal, dishing a laser to Kelsey Mitchell, who zoomed to the rim for the easy layup.
Break, and you can't let Kelsey Mitchell get going because she has been phenomenal in the last 7 games.
On the other end, Dorica Hamby went to work down low, flexing her post moves and getting the Sparks on the board.
She's pulling away a big lead in that category.
The game started as messy as your friend's 3-on-3 at the local gym. Sloppy passes, turnovers, just plain bad basketball. But then, Kelsey Mitchell decided it was time to stop playing around. She put her defender in the blender, hit a smooth jumper, and got the Fever rolling.
In her career.
Here's Mitchell putting on the moves, and Mitchell, this has been quite a heater for Kelsey Mitchell. The leading scorer in the Eastern Conference out of the
Caitlyn wasn't about to let that moment pass her by. She cooked that same defender again and pulled up for one of her trademark step-back threes.
Step back, hits a three.
There's always a different energy in the building.
Fast forward to the next play. Caitlyn's in transition. She's slicing and dicing through the defense like she's in a video game. Changes pace, hits the lane, and
showing off the moves, Clark
smokes the layup. Even the best have their moments. Meanwhile, the Sparks weren't exactly sitting quietly. They kept answering back, and after 2 and 1 layups, they took the lead.
NBA as Odyssey Sims gets inside and finishes. They are prone to pull off the upset.
While the Fever racked up turnovers like they were going out of style. Coach called a quick timeout, and out of the huddle, Caitlyn was back in kill mode. Ignoring the screen like it didn't even matter, she barreled straight to the hoop and finished strong over Odyssey Sims.
The hesitation, Clark gets inside and lays it in.
17-12 for the Fever now, and Kelsey Mitchell kept the pressure on with a bucket of her own.
Mitchell, catch and shoot, whistle there too, hit a three. And let's check on where this foul is.
The Sparks hit a 3 to get right back in it though. And with the Fever making more sloppy mistakes, LA hit back-to-back triples to take the lead.
Burrell, who's just checked in, and Nurse dials up a three.
21-18. 30 seconds left in the quarter, and Caitlyn wasn't about to let that slide. They cleared the floor, went ISO, and let Caitlyn go to work.
On the baseline, knocking it down from the mid-range.
That's a beautiful mid-range.
In the second quarter, the Sparks came out with energy, blowing by Caitlyn on a drive, leaving her behind like she missed the bus.
You can say that about the Indiana Fever.
But of course, Caitlyn wasn't going to let that go unanswered. She drove straight into the heart of the defense.
Upset win here in May. Clark draws the foul and
drew a foul and calmly sank both free throws. Then, on the next play, she set up Dantas perfectly off the pick and roll for a wide open bucket.
Clark on the bounce, Dantas charging inside and finishing.
But here comes Kia Nurse, proving she's got the hot hand tonight. She drained a 3, then came back with a filthy step-back midi that had the Fever fans biting their nails.
Nurse stepping back and rattles that one home. So Kia,
with a couple more Fever turnovers, the Sparks brought it all the way back to 31-30 midway through the second. And they didn't stop there. Burrell came in off the bench and dropped another triple. And all of a sudden, the Sparks were up.
Now LA's starting to make shots.
The Fever needed an answer, and fast. Kelsey Mitchell was ready for the challenge, pulling up for a 3 that splashed through the net like a stone in a pond. But the Sparks weren't done. They were on fire, hitting another from downtown.
And Stevens answers with a 3.
It seemed like the Fever couldn't stop them. Caitlyn got doubled near half court again, but somehow she rifled a bullet pass between 2 defenders, threading the needle to Aaliyah Boston for an easy 2.
Good feed into Boston with deep position.
Yet the Sparks still couldn't miss. Steven got left open at the top of the key, twice, and hit back-to-back 3s that left the Fever looking helpless.
Again, doing her best.
6 threes in a quarter and a half. LA was cooking. The score sat at 42-37, and Indiana was in trouble. But with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, the Fever started to get it together. They made smart cuts and took advantage of mismatches, clawing their way back to within 1. Then, with the clock winding down, Boston hit a buzzer-beating layup to bring the Fever into halftime.
That's impressive.
Oh, Clark, beautiful find to a cutting Boston.
The third quarter started off rocky. The Sparks came right back with their Caitlyn double team, forcing another turnover.
Clark bouncing for Boston and gives it right back.
But Kelsey Mitchell wasn't having it, taking matters into her own hands.
On the drive, turns the corner and gets to the rim.
Forget about it. She gets to that left hand.
Ionescu Smith followed suit, working hard down low to put the Fever back in the lead.
The Olympic break, Smith going one-on-one, attacking Hamby and winning the back.
But it was like they had a blind spot for Steven. Once again, she was left wide open, and once again, she made them pay.
Here's Stevens lining up a triple.
The Sparks' game plan was all about making Caitlyn work for every inch. They blitzed her off every screen, forcing her to give up the ball.
There's that blitz. That's the way I want to start it. Kurt Miller has his team blitz, and it results in Aaliyah Boston getting a layup.
Then came the Caitlyn Clark special. She hit a cold-blooded crossover into a step-back three,
Clark crossing over and dropping a three.
nailing her 100th triple of the season, the fastest player in WNBA history to reach that mark. And she wasn't done. She immediately followed it up by picking the Sparks' pockets, flying down the court for an easy transition layup.
And Chase, she won't get there.
It's just a different energy in the building.
She was heating up now, and everyone knew it. Caitlyn attacked again, taking it right to the rim for her third bucket in a row.
Drive, Clark hangs and banks it home.
So much better going downhill.
Single-handedly bringing the Fever to a 60-55 lead. The Sparks answered with a pull-up three from Nurse. But Caitlyn wasn't about to be outdone. She drained a three of her own, like a mic drop to end the third quarter with a 4-point lead.
Trying to answer, you bet.
So good.
By the time the fourth quarter rolled around, Tyrese Halliburton was on the sidelines looking like a kid at Christmas, loving every second of the show. The Sparks bench kept them alive, with Burrell nailing another three, but Caitlyn kept reading the defense like a book, dishing the ball out to Boston for an easy bucket after every double team.
Boston spinning inside, right around McDonald.
Beautiful move.
And then Caitlyn really started to cook. Sims couldn't handle her off the dribble, and Caitlyn made her pay with a filthy crossover into another step-back three. The crowd going wild.
It's a three.
The Sparks were making mistakes left and right, and Caitlyn punished them every time. This time, she pulled off a behind-the-back pass to Boston, who finished with a bucket so easy it might as well have been a layup drill. But Burrell wasn't done, hitting her third three of the night. Yet, it felt like everyone in the building came to show off their range, including Kelsey Mitchell, who knocked down a three of her own.
So that's a deep two, but she connects. She's now 2 shy of 20.
As the clock ticked down, Hamby went on a personal run, dropping 8 points in a single minute, bringing the game back within 3.
Backing Boston, spin move, floats it up, gets it to go, and a foul for De'Erica Hamby.
The Sparks were close, but Ionescu Smith shut the door on them with a massive block on Hamby that felt like a statement.
There by Boston, inside for Hamby, sent back. Ionescu Smith closes the door at the rim.
With just 3 minutes left, Caitlyn was on the verge of another triple-double, needing 1 assist and 2 rebounds. Sims tried one last gasp, stealing the ball from Caitlyn and finishing an and-one layup, bringing the game back to 3 points with 2 minutes to go. But the Fever stayed steady. Boston went to work in the paint, bullying her way to the basket for the clutch buckets that sealed the deal. And then, with 25 seconds left, the Sparks launched a desperation three that clanged off the rim. Caitlyn snatched the rebound, completing her second career triple-double, and the crowd lost their minds.
It's up, it won't go, Clark pulls it down, and this building knows what that means.
The Fever had clinched the playoffs, and Caitlyn Clark had made history. Again. Year 2 just kicked off, and the WNBA wasted no time giving us a treat. Caitlyn Clark versus Angel Reese, a matchup that always draws a crowd, and this one didn't disappoint.
A three. And look out, Caitlyn Clark pushes Angel Reese, and
A triple-double, broken records, and a skill gap that's starting to look more like a canyon. Caitlyn Clark didn't just show up, she made a statement.
Here's Clark firing and hitting. 20 points.
And from the jump, Caitlyn wasn't backing down. She welcomed the contact and got the whistle.
Here's Clark working through some contact. Clark diving in, gets the whistle.
And after calmly knocking down the free throws, it was Angel Reese on the other end, getting to work.
Play with so much pace. It's where Caitlyn Clark excelled a season ago.
Angel Reese dives in and finishes through the contact.
But her trash-talking heroics, yeah, those were quickly shut down.
Marsh wants more of that from her, catching around that 15-foot area.
Clark connects! The first logo bomb of the season from Caitlyn Clark.
Then Angel launches a three, but it's off. Caitlyn answers with one of her own, and it's just short. Reese responds attacking the rim next, but gets stuffed.
Base barges in and gets denied by Boston.
Then Caitlyn pushes the break, but her layup rolls off. So it's time to adjust, and Caitlyn does so by sending some dimes.
Game's conditioning.
Maybe the broadcasters as well. Here's Howard, gets the whistle off a pretty dime from Clark.
But it was starting to become clear. Her Fever teammates weren't fully ready for those lasers yet.
Battling on the offensive glass, but Howard comes away with it. Here is Clark. Clark feeding Boston, who can't finish. Lexi Hull comes in, grabs the rebound. She said, well, I know you guys love it. Oh, what a pass from Clark. But
luckily, her defense was enough to shut down Reese's drives. But to create real separation, her teammates needed to start finishing the plays she was setting up. And luckily for her, Lexi Hull got that message.
To Hull, here's Clark in transition. Clark, oh, what a look. And Hull lays it in.
But with Reese starting to knock down threes,
Reese will fire the three and hit from downtown. Angel.
Caitlyn knew she had to take it up another notch, and that's exactly what she did.
Hitting Boston. Boston fakes and lays it in. There's that two-player chemistry.
But Reese wasn't having it. She blatantly shoved Boston in the face, trying to break up the chemistry. Still, that didn't stop Caitlyn from keeping the offense flowing.
Her passing and the way that makes her a threat from so many different places on the floor. Clark, little mid-range is good. Boston gives it back. Clark to Boston. Her jumper is good.
The chemistry between Caitlyn and Boston was unmatched. It even felt like it gave Caitlyn some wings.
Reese.
Angel Reese is a very good passer.
Clark.
Some of those shots were a bit much this early on, and on the fast break, she was asking a little too much from her vets.
The fling ahead, Howard.
Still, it didn't take long before she gave the crowd exactly what they came to see.
Here's Clark, 4 seconds left. Clark fires, you bet! Clark drills the three to end the second.
The Fever entered the second half with a 13-point lead and plenty left in the tank, and they didn't waste any time putting it to use.
Fifth. Here's Clark spinning, bouncing, what a find, and Howard lays it in on a delectable dime from Caitlyn Clark.
Caitlyn was really putting her full playmaking arsenal on display.
Nurse short on a three, Clark her sixth rebound. Here's Clark in transition. Nice find.
Another missed layup, but luckily, Aaliyah Boston was locked in.
Especially adjusted to a new team. Here's Boston. Fakes the jumper, rumbles inside, and drops it in.
While Angel was still battling to get the ball in the hoop.
Really well against the bigger Cardoso.
Reese spinning, couldn't pop it in. The O board, no. Another chance stripped away by Clark.
Caitlyn was in full control, taking charge and stretching the lead.
Solid first game.
Clark looking to shake Vandersloot. Step back is good. Caitlyn Clark.
It had been a fierce but fairly composed game until the third quarter. The Sky bricked a three, and Reese shoved Howard in the back, going for the rebound, but no whistle. So Caitlyn tried to stop the break with a take foul, but Reese took that personal.
Caitlyn Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlyn Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away.
After a review, the refs determined that Caitlyn shoved Angel after the foul, resulting in a controversial flagrant. After the game, both players brushed it off, calling it just a common foul. But let's be real, that pot had been simmering for a while. But that little exchange clearly lit a fire. CC came out of the gate swinging.
From Hull, Clark couldn't handle it. 6 to shoot. Here's Boston, will fire a 3, and hit! Clark gives it up, gets it back. Clark looking to take Williams, finds Boston inside for 2. Here is Clark pushing pace, racing up the floor. What a dime as Mitchell couldn't finish the lay.
She was up to 14, 7, and 7, and you could already feel it. Something special was brewing.
Just trying to impact winning the right way. I think over the last couple of years and having some experience losing, it made me want to win more, so just trying to impact winning.
And with her teammates running the floor in transition, it all started to come easier.
Closes in on a triple-double, 2 assists, 1 rebound away. Clark leading Mitchell for the lay, and the building is up for grabs. Clark gets it back from Boston. Now bounces to her. Boston drops it in.
That was her 10th assist, putting her just 1 rebound away from a triple-double in her Year 2 opener. A truly historic moment in the making. But before sealing the triple-double, she had more to show, from way beyond the arc.
Here's Clark firing and hitting. 20 points for Caitlyn Clark.
And her vet, DeWanna Bonner, had history to make of her own, breaking a scoring record and becoming 3rd on the WNBA's all-time scoring list.
She has tied Tina Thompson for 3rd on the all-time scoring list. And DeWanna Bonner sits alone in 3rd place on the all-time WNBA scoring list.
And when Caitlyn grabbed that final rebound, she sealed it.
Down. There it is! A triple-double for Caitlyn Clark. The 3rd of her career, and she starts 2025 with a triple-double.
And just one look at the final score, this tells you everything. The Sky didn't stand a chance. The Fever are looking like a powerhouse this season. And if this is how they're starting, the rest of the WNBA better be ready. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more breakdowns all season long. See you in the next one.